talk about what we ate first. We're back. I know you folks couldn't wait. I had the chicken thigh sandwich. It was good. But then again, I am also a hot sauce local Texas Pete, North Carolina.
Kakalaki is superior to that.
Is it really?
It is superior.
Actually, Texas Pete is from Texas.
No, it's not.
You're saying it's Winston-Salem?
Yeah.
Yeah, Winston-Salem. Actually, I think they're being sued by somebody because they're not from Texas. So there's apparently people who have no other meaning to their
Maybe
life.
Pete is from Texas.
I don't know. I think actually, if you look at it, they just came up with the name. But see, this is the kind of intellectual discussions you get when three guys from Pittsboro go out to lunch.
Are you guys doing this week strawberry cake or anything?
Oh, strawberry cake? No.
No.
What's your best homemade dessert?
The strawberry or the pineapple is delicious.
Okay.
That's with Cool Whip frosted and the yellow cake. We've got yellow chocolate and chocolate. We've got pecan pie, limoncello, and chocolate chess pie.
Limoncello.
Mm-hmm. Lemon cake, mascarpone cream, and white chocolate shake.
All right, now if somebody were to come in here and they're from California, would you refer to it as homemade or would you refer to it as artisan?
Artisan, because we don't make it here. Not the limoncello.
No, you could call it artisan
Yeah.
and then charge more money.
Oh, you're right.
Just shout out to the California.
I'm doing that.
Oh, we have to do it at the counter?
We're not getting
Okay,
it.
okay. I'll pay at the counter then.
Okay, you got it. And here's your check whenever you're ready,
thank you.
okay?
Thank you.
All right, have a great day.
All
Take
right,
care.
thank you so much. All right, Amy's been great. She didn't want to be on camera as much as these two guys did.
Penny had a ham and cheese, grilled cheese. That's
Oh,
what
now
she
you took. Did you text her to find out what you
No,
had?
I remember.
What do you have, hon?
I remember.
I was
I
gonna
remember because I saw Greg's last bite of bacon cheeseburger and I wanted a bite of it, and I ate her last bite of ham and cheese. That's how I remembered it.
Look, that we would have had to record. You taking the last
Yeah,
bite of
well,
that sandwich.
we're not
That
that-
that would have gone viral.
We're not that close to it.
No, not that there's anything wrong with that. Sweet potato fries, we've had it at Doherty's, we had it at Al's, and we have had it here at.
And when we go to S&T's, they will have them there.
Okay, so we are going to go to S&T's.
Yeah, I think that's where we go.
Okay, folks, we are going to go to S&T's. Don't ask us where else we're gonna go.
Unless there's traffic. If there's
Oh, it's
traffic,
blocked
I'm not
off. If it's blocked off, we're not going.
I'm not. I can't do it.
Well, what's your
Downtown-
favorite thing at S&T's? You're like a regular.
buffalo chicken tender sandwich. Yep.
Do you have a favorite at S&T's?
Double gambler or lasagna.
Actually, their lasagna is very good.
It's a bowl of cheese, right?
It is. It's a bowl of
It's
cheese,
a bowl of cheese.
with ketchup on it, and
Bowl
it's
of cheese
spectacular.
with ketchup.
That's from the Rat's
Oh,
Club.
we're gonna
Yeah.
get in trouble.
So we'll have a
yes.
story to tell about all the menu at S&T's.
Did they buy it or did they steal it?
I think it got passed along, didn't it?
it wasn't stealing. It was a bitter chef, and a friend of mine. It's a long story, but we're going to save it for S&T's.
All right,
Okay, we're gonna say
that's a cliffhanger.
and that's gonna happen in maybe a week or two. We're not
That's a
gonna do this-
teaser. That's a teaser.
That's a teaser. We're not going to do this every week because otherwise we will have to like get larger chairs. But we'll have to get an extra seat when we fly. So I had that and that was good. So the special of the day was good. You had your usual,
I had
and
the
I assume
usual.
since you had it 3 times in a row.
It's all right. I'm starting to get used to it.
Yeah.
And
Bacon
you-
cheeseburger
Bacon
and
cheese-
onion rings is what I get every
and
time I
onion
come
rings.
here. Same reason you
Now, are you
go.
allowed to say who has the best bacon cheeseburger in town?
The only bacon cheeseburger in town I eat is here.
Oh.
Although we tried to come here and it was so freaking full, we went down to Dillinger's.
Yeah, I went to Dillinger's. Yeah, I like
Dude,
it.
that place was killer.
I went last.
When you say killing, what exactly do you mean?
Just great food.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so,
I hadn't
so
been there.
I'm adding it to the rotation, but as an old man, it takes me a little while to work my way into changing my habits.
Right.
That's
I went for my first time last week. Benny and I did. And it was
Yeah, me too.
It was really good.
It's really good.
Well, the last time you were at Virlie before this 3-day adventure,
It's like 2 years
it
ago.
was 2 years ago. I mean,
I
do you
usually
just
eat-
sit and eat in your office?
I usually still.
Or do you work out all the time?
No, it's
He eats bark and grass in his office. I've watched him. He comes with his bowl.
I did.
It looks like lawn clippings.
I use first of all they'll schedule stuff for me like between 12 and 1, or I'll have a Zoom call between 12 and 1. It's just easier for me to eat there, and I do leftovers. I'm a Tupperware guy.
Tupperware guy.
Yep.
Now, do you use when you have it? Do you eat Italian food so that it leaves the tomato sauce kind of leaves your Tupperware a little orangish?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We have. Yeah. Well, but I don't eat out that much just because it's a time thing.
Oh,
And then also because like we manage a lot of properties and he knows this. Whenever you go out to eat somewhere and it becomes a business discussion instead of a lunch,
Right.
You know, and that's not anything bad about it, but it's just
But
sometimes you want to.
Well, I'm glad we're not having a business
No,
discussion.
but I mean, he's right about that. There are restaurants I don't go to anymore because every time I would go, someone comes in, you know, the manager comes in, sits down and is griping about this, that, and the other thing, and I just
Maybe they just don't like you.
That's possible too.
that's
Well, Penny will say, "Where are we allowed to eat this week?"
right.
Where are we allowed to eat
Well,
this week?
And when I was doing defense work, I didn't go to restaurants except for here because I could watch the food being cooked and I knew who was cooking it. But, well, you know, when they go to jail, it's the lawyer's fault.
Yeah, there you go.
One time I had a guy who broke into a house and put the whole thing on Facebook. It was
Are you
the early
serious?
days of Facebook.
All right.
And he's got pictures of him in the house with stuff he stole. He gets arrested. I said, don't go to trial. Let's take a plea. He had to go to trial because his mom told me he was innocent.
His mom.
And then it was my fault.
Well, so I bet his mom wasn't a Facebook user then. Did she even know that he was on Facebook?
I have no idea. This is in the early days of Facebook.
Right.
But it was pictures, you know. Look at this camera I'm getting. You dummy. In fact, it was in front of a family picture of whoever's house it was, right? So it's not like there was a doubt. Anyway.
Are most criminals smart or most criminals dumb, or are they like the general population? It's everything from dumb to smart.
The ones who get caught are dumb.
Okay.
I have a video of people knocking over the garbage can in front of our office last week.
Right? Are we gonna bust them?
You know, I called the police department and said, "Hey, I got this video," you know, and they're like, "Yeah, well, the town didn't turn it in or whatever." So there's no crime reported or whatever.
Right.
But
What if he posted it on your?
Post that on
we're like,
Facebook.
social
let's
media.
put it on your TV.
Yeah, there you go.
Well,
Then
that's
my
the thing to
my
do.
window, those guys will come back and break my window.
Maybe.
Yeah, because I think they'll be able to.
But they're on camera.
Yeah. It was, they're wearing flip-flops.
Right.
You knock over a garbage can and you're wearing flip-flops, that's a little weird to me.
It must be on drugs.
You know.
And no, they were drunk.
Please don't
They
sue
were, they
me.
were definitely drunk.
Okay.
Well,
That's
It was
okay.
Friday night.
I mean, criminals.
But have you seen it? It's knocked over.
I haven't. But the,
Why can't you put it back up?
It's a heavy son of a gun.
Okay.
come on, you're a grown man.
Look, don't ask the three guys.
It's rebar. It's
Eating-
rebar. It had like
But-
rebar and like.
I'll do dumb crook stuff. So one of the great dumb crook moments of all time is a guy who went into a convenience store and he hands him a note and it says, you know, give me all your money, I've got a gun. And he leaves, and by the time he gets home, the police are at his house because he had written the note on the back of a piece of junk mail that had been sent to his house. And so
And this was one of your
it's one
clients.
I represented.
Do you have them like fill out a questionnaire? How dumb are you before you accept it?
I asked some dumb questions.
Okay.
You know, I ferret out who's really dumb.
But you had the habit of trying to, what's the term? Straight scare or scare kids straight that sometimes went a little off the beaten path.
Yeah, and because you know, kids are dumb, and they don't quit being dumb till 25 or 30, and they don't figure out they're ruining their lives until they've ruined their lives. And one of the things that these days is so much worse is like everything I did is buried in the past.
Well,
Everything.
not everybody had a camera
Right.
like they do now. You know, everybody's carrying
But not
around.
only that, all that stuff's not on computer.
Right.
Yeah.
So the times I've been in trouble, no one can just get on the keyboard and go, I see what he did.
Maybe we should talk about that at S&T's.
Okay, we'll do that at the next conversation, and we'll cut this thing off so we can go home. I'm tired.
Are you tired? What have you done? It's only
He had to put on a shirt.
It's like
today.
140.
He
Yeah.
had to put on a shirt.
No,
He's tired from
You know, the
putting
first
on a
thing Paul's gonna look at is, well, how's that shirt look?
Yeah,
Is,
no, that's what
is the collar upright? Is it tucked in?
And now that she's retired, she can
He
watch
is.
me full
He
time
is.
and make sure everything is being done to her
Yes.
standards.
I've had to have meetings with her. I,
Yes, you
I haven't
did.
seen her in 3 years. I had to have a meeting with her.
That's
This
true.
retirement's not working for either one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, Greg's getting tired, and there's no pills in the vicinity, so we're going to start wrapping things up. I do want to let folks know we are working on a project with a live webcam. Really not going to go into details right now because we haven't put it all together, but you should probably see something in about the next 30 to 45 days. Also, stop by Eric's office. Well, you can go in if you want, but walk by, and he's got a 65-inch LED TV, and we're feeding content to that.
Changing it all the time.
Yeah, we're refreshing it. I took some drone shots. Those are up there right now. We got stuff on kid. I think I put up some pictures of was it Horton Middle School basketball game? Because Horton and Pollard, man, those two teams go at each other, and actually February 12th to the 16th for your middle school sports fan, that is when they have the middle school basketball sports championship going on, the tournament between all the middle schools here in the county. And tonight you've got Norfolk playing Seaport.
Yep.
So that's what I've got going on. What do you have going on? Oh, actually, he got some kind of award. What was the award you got?
I got.
He gets so many, it's hard for him to remember.
I got lifetime induction for top producers. So I'd gotten it enough years in a row where they're like, okay, you don't have to. You
So
don't
you
have to
could
apply
you could
anymore.
suck at what you're doing next year and you'll still be in there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm that old.
It's like once you win the Masters, you can be in forever, even if you suck. Yes.
Do you get like a green jacket or anything?
I don't get a green jacket.
What did you
But
get?
I don't have to apply. It's top producers. Top producers. It's,
You
top,
get like a pin or something, a plaque? You didn't get
you get a
anything?
logo that you get to put on your email.
Okay, a logo that put on. We may have to put that up on the screen. Actually, we will have a picture of him because it's like a dignified picture of him. Like, holy cow, this guy looks professional. We'll have to put that up on the screen in the window. What's going on with you?
I want to go to bed and take a nap. That's what I'm old. I'm 60. That's what's going on with that.
What's going on with SoCo? What's the latest?
Doherty's is getting so close. I met the new owners of the mod, and they're going to do a good job.
Yeah.
They really are. I mean, they're very serious people, which makes me uncomfortable around them because I'm less so. But they're going to do a really good job, and I'm excited that.
They stopped by today for some paperwork for an application.
Okay. So hopefully soon, they'll open, and once they're all open, that corner's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was going to say that is a hopping corner. I mentioned this last time. My wife had a retirement party there, and there were people that came down from outside the county. They were like, "Wow, I didn't know this was going on in Pittsboro."
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm still trying to get a drone shot of the crowd out there, except the weather hasn't been good, so we're waiting for good weather.
Well, who's your other tenant? Heather Johnson. Should we tell her Heather
Oh yeah, what's
Johnson?
going on with
we
Heather
got
Johnson?
We got one Heather Johnson story.
We have a Heather
Go ahead,
Johnson.
tell
No,
them.
you have to tell it. You're a better storyteller. And you'll embellish it. It'll make it better.
And this is through the prism that I consider Heather a friend,
Okay.
but she's excitable.
Yes,
And-
I think we can all agree.
Yeah,
on that.
Okay, so she came under the impression when we started to develop that corner that we were just looking to kick her out, looking to get rid of her
Right,
for
she
any
was
reason.
worried about
And then we kicked her out.
And that wasn't true. And
Don't go there.
she also belittled Eric because he may have put out an erroneous statement that
I got some bad information.
that we
in
were
Siler
getting a
City.
Chick-fil-A.
Does anybody like you? I mean, SMTs and Heather.
No. Here's the funny thing. Like, so I get some bad information that Mountain Air opens up, and somebody tells me that they're putting a Chick-fil-A in the plant.
right.
And this was this was like, I mean, this is a government official that tells me this in Siler City. So I have a guy that does YouTube videos for me, and so I do a YouTube video about Chick-fil-A coming to Siler City, and the guy calls me, and usually like our views are like 300 or 400 and everything. My SEO guy calls me up and he's like, it's 7 o'clock in the morning. He's like, you have 7,000 views.
Right.
You have 15,000 views. You have 20,000 views.
I remember that.
Right? And then my daughter texts me from high school. She's like, Dad, why is everybody talking about you and Chick-fil-A? And so like the thing gets up like, and so much so like the radio station in Siler City goes, I don't know who this dumbass Eric is, but we're not getting the Chick-fil-A. And so like the plant manager of Mount Air is like, he got some bad information. So I put out a correction, everything, da 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 da. So
yeah, but it didn't die right away. It
it
stuck around.
No, and I still get a bunch of crap.
So Heather jumps on him about it, and so
I'm walking down the sidewalk, and Heather goes, "Hey Eric, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going to lunch." She goes, "Are you going to Chick-fil-A?" which is good. It's a good burn. She got me. It's a good burn.
And so we're getting ready to redo her lease, and you know, she thought we were. I mean, and she was worried. She'll tell you she was worried that we were going to stick it to her. And Eric, the only amount it went up was the $5.60 of a #1 Chick-fil-A meal. And so that
she looked at her lease. She's like, "Why did you go up $5.60?" I was like, "That's how much a #1 combo is at Chick-fil-A." I got permission from him to do it. He's like, "You have to do it."
Yeah. And so her lease still has the Chick-fil-A meal every month, and for belittling Eric.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty funny.
Well, she won't have to worry about getting a meal on Sundays.
I think that's it.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up. Greg's got to go to sleep. Look, we will see you in another week or two. It sounds like we're going to go to SNTs. We're not going to tell you which day because we were fortunate. We had the law enforcement here. They were our live audience. It was okay. They clapped when it was appropriate. But hey, thanks for watching. Send us your comments. Also, we want to know what other places you think we should go. 3 guys from Pittsboro should go eat and why. Just tell us why.
And give us Pittsboro stalwarts first. We got to do the stalwart Pittsboro place, then we'll branch out.
Right.
The newbies, the franchise.
Right, the new ones.
So, you know what? Last year when we did this, we didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but it seems to be taking off. We appreciate you watching, and
do we even care if it takes off?
I don't
We
think
abuse ourselves.
my kids think it's funny. I don't know, but hey, thank you so much for watching Pittsboro and Chatham County.
And Chad.